Kind of get off Twitch streaming on PlayStation 4. Game does not crash. Game does not crash apart from when I'm streaming it. Really weird. No idea when it's going to have saved. Before qualifying, I think. I don't think I've got a save after that. No. Right, we're doing qualifying again, everybody. Beardy, do you want to ask me your question again? How do you think you're doing qualifying? Not very well. Oh. I don't know why it decides it wants to crash. I don't understand it.
Radio check.
Well, we'll do this. I'm gonna just go through it this time because we've sort of already done qualifying. And again, the McLaren's gone out in front of us to slow us down on the lap. Yeah, 120 is where we were last time. Okay. So we're looking slower than we did last time. Last time I think we put in slightly better first runs. Oh, does it? It's quite funny though, Beardy, because I've played a lot of this on my PlayStation 4, a lot of this, and when I'm not streaming it, I haven't had it crash. So yeah, it only seems to be a problem when I'm streaming it. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, that. Okay, so everyone's going to be going out now. So we can go out about 2 minutes, and hopefully it won't crash this time round. I'm hoping. Yeah, it could be anything compatible. I mean, the thing is, the other day when I streamed this, it was fine, and then it crashed once, and then it was fine after that for several hours. So I'm hoping it's going to be the same today. We'll find out. Okay, so we'll watch Porsche again. Getting round to the nitty-gritty part of the lap. Come on, put a better lap in, Porsche, this time. So I don't think 1.8 seconds is going to be enough. I think only 1.5 seconds to get into Q2. Same qualifying, crashed 3 times. Wow. I'm assuming he gave up, did he? So I can't see all the messages. For some reason, it's really weird on PlayStation. It doesn't show all the messages. Really bizarre. I don't quite get it, but anyway.
Rears are hot.
Gave up in the end, yeah, I can assume. How are we looking? Oh, he's gone yellow. Vettel's having a slightly better one, but he's gone yellow sector 1, so that's not good for Porsche. So I don't think Porsche is necessarily going to do anything. I'm expecting Norris to jump up the leaderboard as well. So Vettel, I think, is definitely, so Porsche, I think, is definitely out. Yeah, Vettel pipped him. We're 16th and 17th. That's okay. We're going to be ahead of the Williamses if it doesn't crash this time. Come on, be nice. Be nice, game.
It's race day with the teams and drivers ready and raring
And you were
to
there
go.
when mine crashed. Yeah.
Aston Martin did a good job during qualifying, and they're pretty
strange.
much
It
where
is
everyone
really odd.
expected them to be on the grid. Now it's up to them to defy expectations during the race itself. Haas gave a
hopefully it
solid
won't
performance in
crash
qualifying,
again, but
and they'll be happy enough with their grid position here.
Some little
Let's
pop
see
in
if
there
they
of the
can make it
graphics,
work
but
for them. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
yeah. So basically, what's happening,
In any
guys?
case,
If you're
Melbourne is ready,
unsure why I'm
and
playing
so
this
are we. So strap
on my
yourselves in
PlayStation 4
for the
rather than on
Australian
anything else
Grand
I've
Prix.
got. I bought the PS4 and PS5 version. I wanted to see what it was like, and I quite liked the version. It's not massively dissimilar to the PC version, so I thought I'll stick with it. I have got my PS5, which obviously would run the game better. However, basically, now we've got the puppy, I can't really go out in my games room too much unless Mrs. Matt's here. So what I tend to be doing now is just staying in the lounge and playing gaming in my lounge where the dog can be. But obviously the only console I've got out here at the moment is a PlayStation 4. I'd like to see if I can upgrade it to a 4 Pro or something, but I certainly can't afford another PlayStation 5 at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look at some strategies. I'm going to go one stopping. I'm definitely going to go one stopping, I think. So let's have a look. I like going long and then going, so I'll probably look at strategy C and see what we can do. So it's going to be, it's tight, you see. You can't really push the tyres at all. Then you're into a remit of a 2-stopper, because if you look at that, if I do any of that, the tyres just aren't going to last. I wonder what a 2-stop would be if I really blast it. I mean, what's that if I blast the tyres a lot? Is it worth doing that? I mean, that's 10 seconds faster apparently. Can I shorten the middle stint and go on mediums for a bit longer? So I would probably say that if I was going to do that, I'd probably go hards, and then I'd swap onto some medium tyres towards the end, because that would give me more pace coming at the end of the race. We could possibly even see if I could go softs. I mean, could I get softs and get away with softs? No. Oops, let's go wets. This is 120.6 and that's 119. So I don't know why that's that's because that's the one-stop strategy. Ironically, that's a second quicker doing it mediums, hard, medium. But I just think where I am on the grid, going longer and then having a better middle sector might be better. I think I'm going to go with that with Vettel, because he starts 16th, and I think what I'm going to do with Porsche is I'm going to go for the one-stop strategy. Risk the one-stop strategy. It's going to be risky, and I'm probably going to wear my tyres. But if we get a safety car, I can possibly change that strategy, potentially. Or do I try and go even longer on the first stint? No, because I think I'm going to be too slow on pace. We'll update that, and that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with this one for him. Means I can't really push at the beginning, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, okay, so basically what we do, or what I do, should I say, is you go all-out attack to begin with. So you use all your fuel, and you go on the offensive on your ERS. Do that for a couple of laps. Just see if you can make up some ground, and then what I tend to do then is when you've got the DRS, you can wind everything back down again, and then you can kind of get your fuel back, and you can do, get your ERS back under DRS, because you keep the pace with the car in front using the DRS
It's
zone.
sunny and bright as the drivers line up on the grid.
So this is what we're doing, guys.
And
Bit of a
there's
split strategy, but
Sebastian
we'll see
Vettel.
if there's any
They're
benefit.
starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. There's the second Aston Martin. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them.
I
Will
don't
their
think I'm going to
hard
get
work
points.
pay off today?
Beard, where do you reckon? I mean, I don't think I'll get points. I'm hoping
Brace
for
yourself
12th to
for the
14th.
Australian
I think
Grand
that's a
Prix.
realistic goal. But that would mean that I'm beating 3 teams at the
And
back.
it's
So I'm
lights out,
hoping I can beat the
and away we
Hasses and I
go.
can beat the Williams, and then see if I can maybe get ahead of the AlphaTauris. Vettel's gone back. Pourchaire has gone up. That's interesting. Pourchaire has actually gone up. Oh, Pourchaire was having an absolute stormer then. Oh, Pourchaire's then just stopped on the track completely.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Well, actually, it was Danny Rick that sort of stopped on the grid, I think. You're behind him now, Vettel. If you want to have him, you're going to have to overtake him. I'm not going to let you pass, I don't think. Or do I at this point? I might actually tell him to let him pass because he's on slower. He's on better tyres. Yeah, Vettel's going to be quicker. Just because of strategies, it makes more sense to do it that way. Yeah, that's possible. Would it? Yeah, if I got a point, it'd be awesome. I knew nothing about it. You enjoying this? Good. I might put it onto 2 times speed. We should still be able to get to see everything. So Vettel's having a good run now. He's having a bit of a go there at Ricardo. To be fair, if we can pick Ricardo, that'd be an amazing result. I wonder if I lower the pace down of my fuel, whether that would be I'd lose too much ground. I don't think I will, to be fair. So that's my objective.
Safe fuel, safe fuel.
Just need to charge up.
Just need to watch Vettel, make sure he's not going to lose too much ground on Ricardo. Pourchaire's keeping decent pace, which is good. But I need to get Pourchaire's tyres back down because he's going to wear them out soon. So he's going to probably drop back.
Yeah, take it easy.
Unfortunately, because unfortunately his strategy doesn't lead him to be able to drive the pace too much. Keep an eye on his battery power, because if his battery goes to 100%, I need to get him back off the saving.
DRS is enabled now.
So I'm not going to have it down this straight, but on the next one I should have some more pace and hopefully have a go to the power ahead of me.
Got loads of energy. Copy.
Okay, energy's good.
Okay. I just need to try and keep in that 1 second window. He's getting close a bit of being out a bit here, so I'm just going to push the pace a little bit, just up his power a little bit, and hope that I can close in a bit more on Ricardo ahead. Because you just want to keep it in that DRS zone. Once you've got that, you can. He's getting away from me a bit here. And we need to close that down.
You can use energy. Copy.
Come on, close that gap on him. I need to get in the DRS window, or then I'll be sitting back in a minute, just be looking further behind. I don't think, unfortunately, I've got the pace. So I might have to call this and just sort of sit. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit. I'm just not going to have the pace to catch him. So, okay. we're going to have to sort of sit here
So smashing, we are all okay on fuel, all okay on fuel.
and just
you
sort
can do
of,
what you want for speed.
yeah, just sort of sit here and
Okay.
wait for the pit stops, unfortunately. This poor Cher going to have a go at him. He's probably going to have a go. I have to tell him to stop because there's just no point in him doing it. So Porsche's on a completely different strategy. He's on a long strategy. What is this? Matt is streaming. Yeah, I know. It's a rare occurrence, I appreciate. I don't know whether or not actually to let them race, because it might actually be beneficial because they can pull each other around the track, potentially. It's tempting, isn't it? He's got loads of fuel. Yeah, I might use these guys to pull each other around the circuit, actually. It might actually be worthwhile thinking about doing that. Because Porsche can probably take him in the DRS zone and then he can then pull Vettel around on the next one. As long as they don't crash into each other, we're okay. So yeah, so Vettel might have a run down here now on the DRS. So as long as they don't crash into each other, because that would be really embarrassing. Just looking at the pace and everything, Porsche is not looking like he's in a bad spot here. Not at all. I've had it before where they've crashed into each other. I have had it before where that's happened. Porsche is not quite brave enough to have a go at him, I think. Yeah, I'll tell him not to attack his teammate. It's fine. I just think it's just not worth the risk, is it? You can sit behind him and just keep up with him for now. He's going to carry too much fuel, and I'm going to have to keep him pushing because he's going to carry too much fuel. So we're 3 seconds behind the cars ahead of us. Don't think we're gaining at all. No, we're not. But we're not. I mean, the cars behind us, the Williams, they're not gaining on us either. So yeah. It's interesting to see where we are. We've got no fuel whatsoever. Go on then, Porsche, have a go at him because he's just not doing it. Wreckfest next week. Yep. Ran them into the railings. Yeah, it'd be good. That'd be good. Whether or not it works, I don't know. I mean, if we get a safety car, we'll be all right. Yeah, I don't think Porsche's got the ability yet to really overtake. He's not really able to get in front of him at all. So, just sat there at the moment. Tyre wise he's looking alright. He's got loads of fuel though. Tons of fuel. Oh, go on then, Porsche, have him. Go on. Have him. He should have the pace on him. There we go, Porsche's finally had him, I think. We'll let Vettel tail him for a minute. Because sometimes this can help because you can pull each other along. If Vettel's clever, he's just going to stay on the outside of him right past the DRS line, and then he'll go now and have the DRS and he'll go. So yeah, there we go. Used to utilise DRS. Get some monster trucks in the equation, then we're talking. Yep, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I suppose Vettel's gone now. Pourchaire's dropping back of him. That's fine. That's fine. It's not. I'm not upset by that. Pourchaire's on a completely different strategy, so that's fine. He's going on a one-stop strategy. So Vettel will go back behind him later on. Yeah, the problem with it being like down the grid, there isn't much action going on at the moment because all you're doing is literally just tootling around with no one else around you. So not the most riveting thing in the world. So I'm keeping an eye on these numbers to make sure that we're not doing anything stupid. So 19 laps to he pits and 11 laps till Vettel pits. See, some of them have already pitted, and Hamilton's already in the pits, which is I think is very, very early. He's well ahead of us, I think. Yeah, he's just probably going to come out ahead of us. Yeah, he's still ahead of us, and he's gone on 2 hards. But he's going to have to pit again because there's no way he's going to make it to the end on those. Pourchaire's doing quite well, 76% on his tyres, still doing okay. See, Vettel is now within a second, or he was in a second of Hamilton, although it's a bit, like I said, that's a bit misleading because Hamilton's not really in our race. He's pitted already, so he's not really in our battle. This is the Hasses I'm looking at, who are in 12th and 13th or 12th and 14th now. Whether or not we can get anywhere near them after the stops, I don't know. I'd like to hope we can. Vettel's a little bit low on fuel, but I'm not worrying about that for the moment. I reckon I can get that back later on in the race. See, Pourchaire's now only 4 seconds behind. So Pourchaire has dropped off the pace quite a bit now. Tyre wear looks good though. Kind of hoping I can go maybe a lap deeper with him in a bit. We'll find out. Because I think otherwise tyre wear could become a problem, but I don't want to drop the pace too much because then I will invite the Williamses and stuff behind me. I'm surprised the Alpine's as low as it is, really, considering Alonso's in 4th and Ocon's down in 19th. I think that crash in practice has really stunted his knowledge of the track, so his acclimatisation's a bit shite. Okay, so we're going to get ahead a few cars here now because there's a few cars pitting. So hopefully we're going to get up the order a little bit here. So there we go. We are further up the order. What's going to happen now though is you're going to notice there's cars behind Pourchaire who are going to be really catching him in a minute. It's fine. Like I said, we are still in our window. In fact, his tyre wear's doing really well, Vettel. Vettel's tyre wear, you can see, he's been blasting his tyres. But if you look at that little white line, which is the current run rate, it is slightly above the bar. So we could go a slightly lap longer, but it's probably, with these tyres, it probably isn't much point. The way it works, realistically, there's no benefit to doing that. Because the medium tyres are quicker and we should have enough wear to get round with them. So Vettel is on his own, not doing a fat lot. Pourchaire, on the other hand, is right up his bum. see if I can cling onto his coattails a bit for a couple of laps and see if I can not necessarily have a go at him, but utilise him to pull me back round the circuit. It's not looking too bad within half a second now. So I don't think we're going to have enough pace to get ahead of him. But so my thought process is just utilise him to drag me around the circuit a little bit. Oh, he's had a go. He's had a go at him. Jeez. Well done, Porsche. I was not expecting you to try that. He's probably dropped too far back now to get him in the next zone, but I'm still hopeful he might be able to.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Come on, use the DRS again. Just close the gap a bit. That was quite good. He did better than I thought he was going to do then. So Vettel's now 13th, and Porsche he's having a right battle here for 14th. Had another go at him. You kind of want to let him go, Porsche, and then just utilise the DRS each time. Just sit up his bum each time, and he should be all right. Hopefully. I'm tempted to lower it. I'm going to move his tyre wear down ever so slightly. I want to go slightly longer on this stint, so maybe going slightly lower on his tyres might mean that we can get a bit more stretch out of it. And like I said, I don't mind him just being slightly behind. What's in the place? Zoo.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
Yeah, keep in the DRS zone. Don't go too far back. Hopefully get back closer to him again. So if I can keep behind him, but then keep just be within the DRS each time, that means that I should be able to just kind of utilise him to improve my lap times. That's my thought process here. Yeah, that looks about perfect, just to stay within that half a second of him. Just for a few more laps, and I should hopefully be able to get a bit more wear out. It says Porsche 34 seconds behind. No, that's definitely not right. He's definitely in DRS zone. Okay, I'm just going to do something. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at his strategy. So what I'm saying is I want to move his pit strategy back a lap. So you can see there basically it's lap 34. If I can get it to lap 35, it just means that the tyres will last a little bit longer. But if you can see, I'm now slightly above that line, so I reckon I can get an extra lap out of this now. So that's what I'm playing for. Is just try and get him to do that. Vettel in the middle of no man's land, nothing really happening, just sort of doing his own thing, going around. His tyre wear is really good, so I'm happy with that. Porsche needs to make a bit of ground here. He's just about losing him at the moment. Come on, Porsche, make sure you are keeping up with him. Use the DRS to close the gap. Yeah, I don't quite know why the timings keep jumping around. They seem to be a bit wibbly, but okay, so Vettel has entered the pit window. See that I'm not ahead of these guys at all. Yeah, I'm not making any ground really. Got McLaren's behind me, but they're going to be on much better tyres. They're going to go sailing past me. I'm in the pit window. It's not that it doesn't mean I'm in the best window at the moment. What you'll notice if you look now above Vettel, you've got that kind of white and green bar. That shows your optimal, based on my strategy, my optimal pitting line. So you can see there, I'm not there just yet. From now, Zoo's now got DRS as well, so the problem is I'm probably going to end up being taken backwards and backwards unless these two are fighting. And they've got McLaren's right at my trumpet. See, Vettel's going to drop down probably miles on this. I'm ahead of one of the Hasses, which is good. Yeah, so one of the McLarens. Oh, one of the McLarens did have a go, but I managed to get back ahead of him again.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Oh, Vettel has moved up a place. Exciting stuff. I'm into the points. I'm into the points. For the moment, let's have a look at this battle. I'm sure Gasly's going to go past me any second now. What's the tyres like? Yeah, Gasly's on a fresh set of tyres, so again, I'm not really in the race with him. Keeping him behind me for the minute though, which is always good. Should have got a notification saying this was the best lap to pit on, which it hasn't done.
McLaren gain a position.
Do I go one deeper? No, let's pit. So, well, actually, yeah, I'm not on the optimal lap to pit. So we'll wait, and you'll see what will happen when I get to the start-finish line in a second. Gasly's got to have me here. Yeah, there we go. But I can probably utilise the DRS down the next straight on him, so that's fine.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
Right, so he goes, this is it. But optimal pit stop strategy. So if I pit now, which is what I want to do, it's moving on to my optimal strategy. So that you can see the little arrows pointing to the tyre. That shows you your planned tyre, and the next one should be the other medium compound. So you can see at the top right hand corner where it's got the strategy. So you've got two medium tyres as the next two. So we'll pit.
Box, box.
Let's see what Pourchaire's doing. He's having a bit of a tussle with the McLarens, I think.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Yeah, the problem is I haven't got the pace for these guys. I think I've got enough on the four cars behind me, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to get any much higher yet. I think we're going to have to go through a couple more races of not doing a fat lot. Need a monster truck and just roll over them, or what do you reckon? That'd be the way to do it, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think Pourchaire is going to be in a boring spot in a minute. So here comes Vettel into the pit. How quick can we do the pit stop? 2.8 seconds. Yeah, fairly good. I'll settle for that. So he's now down in 18th, but I think that's because the cars haven't pitted. Yeah, the other cars I think are going to need to pit, so we should be okay. I'm going to push him a little bit more because he's got a bit of fuel left over. So yet again now we've got both of our cars sort of sat in no man's land, not doing a fat lot. Porsche still hasn't pitted in 15th, so like I said, he's going to lose time. He's probably going to be behind Vettel in a minute. It's one of those things, unfortunately, it's just, unless you've got the performance in the car, there's not much you can do to change anything. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be honest, there's not much happening, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on 8 times speed, and we'll let things go for a minute, because there isn't really anything really to talk about. The lock-up's not very important, especially when it's someone who's got a big gap behind him. See, Schumacher's going to have to pit again. I'm sure he's going to have to. He might not have to, but I think his tyres are going to be absolutely done by the time he gets to the finish. I'm going to have to get some fuel back on Vettel. So I'm in my pit window, but I'm not to optimal just yet. So I've still got, I reckon, at least another 2 laps. So yeah, this one he won't pit. I think it will be telling me the next one that I need to pit, I think. Like I said, I wanted to come around about 12th to 14th. It's a possibility, I just don't think it's very likely. So yeah, if we look at Porsche in a second, it should come up and tell me that the next lap is the perfect lap to pit. I think that's what's going to do. There you go. So the optimal lap. So let's pit. Put on our medium tyres. One thing I'm going to do, because it's the last lap on these tyres, I'm going to tell him to hammer these tyres. I don't think it's going to do anything, but I'm going to tell him to push and tell him to go for it on the start.
We can push again.
So 2.8 was the pit time, the time we had in the last pit stop. Schumacher's getting close. So yeah, Vettel and Mick Schumacher should go past him. I think we should come out in front of Latifi though, with a 2.8. Not bad. I think 2.6 is better, but 2.5 is okay. Sorry, 2.8 is okay. I was just hoping that wasn't Latifi. No, it's just the leaders. Okay, so he's now going to the end on these tyres, so not much to see there. Just really Vettel, really, I think. I said, unfortunately, when you're this far down the grid order, there isn't a lot to see. Vettel's got another pit stop coming up in a moment. Yeah, probably maybe should try to change Vettel to a one stop as well. But it's okay, these things happen. I'd like to have beaten Mick Schumacher in the Haas, but I don't think I've got any chance of doing that. Unless he pits again, which he might have to, but I don't know. So where are we? Pit window's active, but we're not actually at the best lap for it just yet. So far behind teams I want to, like, I would like to be up near Bottas, but he's nearly half a lap ahead of me here. Mick Schumacher's about the same. Not Mick Schumacher, sorry, Magnussen's about the same. Right, so I've got in front of, well, Vettel's got in front of Schumacher. Porsche hasn't, unfortunately. I was hoping he was going to, but no, he hasn't caught him either. So we're getting into the pit window for Vettel, which means he will come out behind Schumacher, but he will be on better tyres potentially by the end of the race. He's looking like he's having a go at Ricciardo, but Ricciardo's just pitted, so again he's going to be on faster tyres in a moment. Right, so I've passed the window. It didn't come up and notify me, which is annoying. It does. Sometimes it does that. It decides it just doesn't want to tell you. But we'll pit. We'll manually get him to pit. It's fine. I've got enough tyre wear anyway, so I haven't really lost anything doing this. How's Porsche's tyres looking? Tracking okay, I think. Let's have a look and see how the pit stop goes. 2.7. That looks like the quickest what they can do is 2.7.
This is good.
like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Okay, so Porsche is now has leapfrog these guys now. That's good. Vettel's going to have more pace in a minute, but that's fine. I don't mind Porsche going through. That's not a problem. Got Schumacher behind us. That's great. We've got some racing to watch for a minute. So let's watch this, shall we? Should watch Vettel because he's actually in the midst of the battle here. Yeah, his tyre overheating is a real problem for Vettel. Yeah, I don't know whether Porsche is going to be able to hold off Schumacher. No, he hasn't.
Still a lot to play for.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Yeah, he's on fresher tyres, Schumacher, so I think he's going to be difficult to keep up with here.
Okay, happy to lift and coast.
Yeah, could be.
I said also Porsche is a very young driver. He's got a lot of development left to go. I think overtaking is definitely something I need to look at because he's not good at that. You enjoying this, Beard? I don't think he's got the bottle on the go at him here, Porsche. I think he's going to sit on his shoulder. Ooh, he had a look. He did have a
Good
look.
job, keep pushing.
Don't know why how Mick Schumacher got the DRS then, because I don't think he was within a second of him. So a little bit amused by that, but anyway. I don't think my young driver's doing too badly. I said Vettel's 17 seconds behind 14th, so that's not going to happen. He is gaining a little bit of time on Schumacher though, so that's good. So at least I'm hopeful he's going to finish in 15th. It's a lot further down than I wanted. Like I said, I wanted to be around the 12th mark, but unless there's a massive crash of 11 cars in front of me, nothing's going to happen, I don't think. It's fair, the only cars really sitting on each other are Hamilton and Russell, Magnussen and Norris, so I don't think there's anything really going to happen there. Oh, you don't want to let him past you and then take him on the big straight in a minute. Oh, Porsche, let him be in front of you across the DRS line. You probably fucked yourself there, mate. Tyres are getting warm. Does that mean you're running? No, it's looking okay. It feels like nothing's going on, but these two are kind of trading blows right now. Like I said, Magnussen should have more pace. The DRS, I think, is just about keeping me in contention here. Mainly because I've got the fuel to burn. cars behind me are like a country mile away. See, Vettel doesn't look like he's really doing anything in front. Sort of just tootling around in front of these two at the moment. Go on, have him, Porsche. Go on, have him. Well done. Great effort.
Good job.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
He's actually pulled within a second of Vettel at the moment as well. Can't really let Vettel get drawn into this. That's going to be a real problem. I think, Mr. Vettel, you're going to have to put your foot down, mate. Get pushing a little bit because you're getting caught here.
You can stop lifting, coast.
Copy.
I'm expecting Schumacher to come back at him. I am expecting him to come back at him. I'm just a bit disappointed that Vettel hasn't disappeared into the front. He's got much better tyres and he's pushing a lot harder than these guys are, but he's not actually making much ground, really.
Stay cool, man. You've done a good job.
He's going to be right at Schumacher's bottom here.
Haas with an overtake.
So we'll look at Vettel now.
Some lifting, coast will help that.
Schumacher's now within half a second of him, so we're now going to have a bit of a problem because he's going to be trying to get up on Vettel, and I've really got to get him to sort of close the gap down again. Come on, Porsche, don't let me down. Let's not lose position to Schumacher here. I don't want to drop down any further. It's going to be close to the 1 second, I think. It's over a second now, Porsche. You have to get on the back of them again.
Use energy.
How are you so slow, Vettel? Terrible.
Haas with an overtake there.
Yeah, I know. I'm not very happy about it either.
Use overtake.
Come on, boys and girls, you're gonna have to start gaining on him at some point. It says Porsche is a second behind Vettel. I'm not seeing that myself. Porsche is like half a yard behind Vettel at the moment. Come on, Vettel, have him. Porsche quit early then.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Oh, go on, Porsche, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. I'll have him in a minute. I think I've got to get his energy back. He's a bit of a sitting duck at the moment.
This is good. Come on.
Good news is Schumacher's now more than a second behind. Don't know what that warning is, he's got plenty of fuel. He's over a second behind Vettel at the moment, so that's good. So hopefully the DRS won't be there, so we shouldn't have the same issue we had before where he's trying to overtake Vettel. Not 100% though. So back to where we were a minute ago. Well, that's going to help. That's going to slow him down a bit. Porsche's having a look. He's definitely having a look at him.
We just need to charge up.
Yeah.
A little nervous about Vettel because I'm just expecting him to close in off a harvest too much. Oh, come on Porsche, have him. He's got a run on him, but he's going to keep looking. Oh, round the outside. Round the outside.
Good job.
Oh, hold it. That was a great move. If he wasn't saving his ERS, I think he probably would have made that stick. How are your tyres looking, Porsche?
Is that a new race position for
Tracking
Haas?
okay, I think. Vettel's just sort of in that sort of sweet spot in front at the moment. Just far enough away, I think, to sort of hopefully keep these guys at bay. Porsche's still harvesting his ERS, so he's not even at full pace at the moment because he's harvesting his ERS. Surprised he hasn't got more of it back yet.
Five more laps.
Okay, energy's good.
Keep him honest, Porsche. Keep him honest. I think I'm going to have a go at him in a minute. Try and drive him. Let's see if I can get him.
Use overtake.
So 4 more laps to go, 4 more laps.
Let's just keep doing what you're doing.
Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
So use energy if you need it.
Copy. Energy if you need it.
Ooh, how do you think we're doing? I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be difficult, I think. There's 4 more laps. I don't think there's 4 more laps because we have been lapped. I'm sure we have.
Three more laps.
Still a lot to play for.
Watching, I don't see that going to be DRSing again.
Haas with an overtake.
Well, you've got to close him down now. You're more than a second behind him. And there's no one DRS of him, so. So I can use him to push thing back into our path a bit. Come on, Porsche, you're going to have to get back on him. Don't think you're going to make it. Very well, guys.
Last lap.
I think he's got me because he's got DRS again.
Come on.
Haas with an overtake there.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, guys, we've lost that position. I don't, unfortunately. He's got the tyres, and Vettel's pace has been atrocious. I mean, realistically, Porsche's been keeping up with him on really worn tyres.
So use energy.
Copy.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
Go on, Vettel, go on.
Low battery.
Oh, pipped him on the line. We pipped him on the line, everybody. Managed to sneak that position back right on the line. So 15th and 17th. Yeah, not sure what to think of that. You look at the timings, we're over a lap behind them all. It's fair, they lapped up to 10th place. But hopefully we'll get some more upgrades, and that might hopefully leap us up at the table a bit. A long way to go. Like I said, as long as we're not being beaten, our prediction or our aim is to basically finish 8th. Is it 8th or not? Yeah, 8th in the championship. So 9th is easy enough. Beat Williams.
Sebastian Vettel with a comfortable result.
We need to really
for his
get a
team
point
here.
to beat the Hasses though. I think the Hasses are our target really, I think.
Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
Yes, I imagine they'll roll up their sleeves now and make sure their next performance goes even better.
With the race wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Now the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Get ready for some fierce competition.
Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. So where were we in regards to our movement? So Vettel, Porsche started and finished in the same place, and Vettel pipped Schumacher. So, not bad. So civil constructors, like I said, so McLaren are off the board. They've got a point now. Lando obviously got a point for them. AlphaTauri got 7 points now. Like I said, it's basically between us and the Hasses, I think. There might be possibly some scope for us to pip McLaren, but I reckon they're going to get upgrades. I think it's Haas. I think it's Haas we need to try and pip. Well, so you can see, look, if you look at the difference in the progression in regards to the stats. Vettel, 302 points because his growth multiplier is 0.52, while the growth multiplier of Porsche is 1.87. So he gets so much more, so much more. So that's why the young drivers are sort of better, because they can progress a lot better than the older ones. So got just shy of 4 million for the race. Not a lot, but could be a damn sight worse financially, I think. Okay, so what have we got? Gives us a post-match. Yeah, basically tells you where we're struggling. Difficult race, and gives us, oh, there you go, so we've got a vote. As you all know, we may change the regulations that define Formula One's rules between seasons to make the sport fairer for competitors and more engaging for fans. With these goals in mind, we're proposing new minor technical regulations for 2023. These proposed regulation changes will impact many areas of the aerodynamics with a focus on reducing overall downforce generated and maximum cornering speed. Please review the proposal, blah blah. So, what they're basically looking at is high-speed downforce changes, low-speed downforce changes. I mean, I think low downforce will probably suit me better because I think I struggle in the slow speed corners. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the low speed because I think that's where I'm weaker anyway. Wish you could abstain, just like say I'm not going to vote at all. Okay, so my scouting of Piastri has been completed. Got 8 months left in his contract, not much of a buyout fee. You know what, I'm really tempted to see if I can get him as my reserve driver, you know. Cost of firing up. Oh, because it's cost me 4 million to get rid of Hulkenberg. Is it worth it though? It's only one race worth of funding. Ah, so we'll try it. I don't know. I just think it's better for him to then. He's agreed. I'll probably save money on him as well. Ah, sod it. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at my driver lineup now. The only reason I haven't put him in Seb's seat, because it's going to cost me so much to get rid of him. I'll wait and then I'll give him that seat, and then I'll hire a new driver as my reserve later on in the season, I think. Maybe she didn't know around, had him as my driver and then had Theo as my backup. But anyway, I don't mind. You live and learn. I do things backwards, it's fine. He's one I really want to have a look at anyway. Bit young yet, but I've got a couple of young drivers, so that's not too bad. Okay, so anything I can do? Underfloor is 4 days away, so hopefully I can get some new underfloor for the next race as well. We can be optimistic. Oh, I'm not going to get them for the race though. Look, not quite. Yeah, I guarantee I won't be able to develop this quick enough. I'm going to rush it. 4 days. So when's the next race after this though? So we've got that race, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So if I do 2, yeah, it'll be fine. I'll get one after this race, but then I'll get one. Yeah, I'll get both of them before then. I might as well just do that. There's no point in rushing them. So you can do rush, can't you? I think, but that doesn't matter. Let's just do 3 because I think I might, just in case something terrible happens. Have I got actually anything I can do to do anything with this yet? No. In 12 days I have, so I'll wait 12 days and I'll do some stuff. Well, I think what I really want to do is upgrade my thing so I can do some more research and stuff, but I haven't got the thing for that. Yeah, low downforce changes. I think it's not gone through, has it? Oh, voted for then, I think. Wow, went to a tie and they did the deciding vote. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's look at the circuit again. 3 softs. So you only get 3 mediums and 2 hards always. 63 laps. Chance of safety car 100% apparently. They do have a lot of safety cars. That's interesting. We've got 1 DRS zone. Only the 1. Yeah, it's not going to help. Yes, at least they're usually a safety car or a virtual safety car. That's interesting. So medium soft again. So 23 laps and 29, or hard softs. Okay, definitely think a one-stop strategy then, because you can definitely stretch out the hard tyres, can't you? Actually, hards are not that bad. 0.4 of a lap, I guess. Okay. Let's have a look. So, qualifying position. He wants us to qualify above 15th. Can I get a car into qualifying 2? I'm going to say I can. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. Although, to be fair, I haven't got any upgrades, have I? So where did my car finish last time? I did get 1 through last time. I'm not going to get the fastest lap, not on the month screen. Sunday's finish within 15th is doable. 2 cars with 15th, no. No, I'm not going to do that yet. I just don't think I've got the pace for it. I genuinely don't think I've got the pace for it. Until I get a couple of my upgrades actually on the car, I don't think we're going to do a lot. Underfloor I think is going to help, so hopefully that underfloor can save me about 0.2 of a second on average, and that will put me a little bit up the leaderboard. Also, I've got to
The
juggle
hills
whether
of
or not I
Tuscany
go
are green
with
to
the
south, but here in Imola, the air is
try and
red
upgrade
hot.
my
Welcome to
development so I
Ferrari's
can do
turf
3
for the
parts rather than 2.
Emilia-Romagna
It's
Grand
probably
Prix.
worthwhile.
The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula One race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead this year. This is Imola, and it's an old school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here, but it follows the long straight right before Tamburello and should see plenty of action. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let the weekend begin!
Yeah, Crofty. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have light rain either practice or qualifying. That's interesting. Might mean I can save some tyres though, so that's good. So if I go mediums this session might be a good shout. And I can see where I am for hards, maybe. I'll go hards this session. I only need one of either. Oh, we'll go medium, so 47 laps apparently, okay. Okay, so there's not many straights. I think possibly pace down a bit maybe this time. It's at this point it's all just guesswork a little bit, trying to figure out where I need to be. Oops, I just done battle, didn't I? Well, actually, one second. What I could do is it worth me putting Piastri in? Yeah, he's replacing him, so I'm going to put Piastri in. It means that Vettel won't have the track knowledge, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to make a fat lot of difference. Okay, like yeah, as per normal, I'm just going to skip through this because again, I don't necessarily see the point in doing that. We'll get to run both their sessions, take up all everything. But you can note, if you notice it slightly differently, you can see on Poucher's that he's now got the track climatization. But if you look at Piastri, it's got like a driver kind of knowledge thing. So he's learning basically from doing this. So it's slightly different setup.
Schumacher crashed.
Yeah. Can I see it?
Yellow ahead.
Most exciting thing is when they crash.
Sounds like there's been a crash. Let's see what happened there.
Let's see how we binned
right,
it.
watch this. There's Schumacher. Thank goodness
okay.
nobody else was involved.
How did he not
That
manage to
was
sort
a
of
big
not
crash.
crash that one? But anyway, what an idiot. So if Piastri is faster than Poucher, that's going to be really funny. Hopefully you can still hear me. Or say Piastri, I thought it was faster than Poucher then. Where is Poucher on the timing sheet? Can't even see. Oh yeah, so Piastri is faster than Poucher. That's really embarrassing for Poucher. So you're sacked. That's it, mate. You're done. Career's over.
What's your thoughts on coming in or doing any more?
I'll leave them out actually. We might as well finish the stints. Probably got a few laps to go of the stints, I think. Yeah, leave them out for a minute.
What do you think?
Well, he's not unhappy. That's something, I guess. I can't believe Piastri is faster. Oh no, Poucher is now taken over him again. Yeah, I'll let them finish this one, and then we'll go from there. Not many laps to go, I don't think. Yeah, a couple of laps to go, and then we'll try and do some setup upgrades. But hopefully we'll get to 500. I think 500 is the most Piastri can get on this. So what's happened? Vettel won't have the same knowledge of the circuit. It's risky. I completely appreciate the fact that's risky, considering he was the driver who finished higher in the last race. But I'm playing the long game. I don't think Vettel's is going to be my future in this. Well, I think Piastri has a chance to be. Maybe I should have got Piastri in for Vettel rather than Hülkenberg and just left Hülkenberg. But hey, you live and learn. So basically, understeer. So the aero's not terrible. We've got optimal straights. That's really good. So basically, we've got that bit done. So that's really useful because basically these don't affect straights. None of these affect the straights. You see. Yeah, so basically I've got that, those two are bang on, those two I don't need to adjust. Basically it's everything else that I do need to. That was great, so that's not far off. So yeah, I'm thinking it's one of these two I need, probably the tyre camber. What do you reckon, do we need more camber? Or yeah, I think we need more camber, so I'm going to probably opt for about there then. See how that goes. So what we've got tyre wise, we've got 27 laps worth of tyres. Get him out for 27 laps then. Got the time, yep. He's heading in anyway. So he's up to his 500 experience gained anyway. But the thing is, you can't swap him out of the car. You can't take him out of the car. So I'm going to have to leave him in. So he should have about the same amount of tyres left, 26 laps. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so that was 6 and 12 and a half, I think. 6 and 13. Might be something like that. Try that. We'll sit it somewhere like that and see how that goes for him. What tends to happen is the other driver who comes in, so Vettel comes in, he will still be happy with the setup. Oh, I need to refund that. Sorry, Bob. Oh, I'm on my alerts are working, dudes. I'm so sorry. I can just notice there's some things here that I've come up, and it's yeah. I really apologise. I've got some of my activity feeds showing some stuff which I haven't picked up on, so I do apologise if I haven't seen it. It's because I'm not on PC. I need to get some stuff done, so I really am sorry if I've missed anything. So please accept my apologies. So Porsche is going back out again, and imminently we'll have Piastri going back out as well. Having the double P's is not helping me, but anyway. My dog's just woken up again, so let's give her a treat back. Would you like your treat? Go again. Stinky ass thing. You can have it. Pig's ear, I think she's got. It's lovely. Everyone should have one. I'm a little bit relieved that Poucher has ended up being a bit quicker than Piastri, because like I said, that was pretty bad. And around and around and around they go. So yeah, realistically Vettel's going to be about 30% down on his track knowledge by the time he's finished this, because he won't have done any laps in this particular session, which isn't ideal, but it could be a damn sight worse, I guess. Oh, a crash of multiple cars, yeah. As long as none of them are me, we're okay.
There's been contact and several cars involved. We can take a look now.
Piastri was involved.
Now, just watch the Mercedes here. And there's the collision. It's caused absolute carnage.
How did Piastri get a penalty then? What did he do? I'm a bit confused as to how he got a penalty. That's one thing this game does not portray very well. He doesn't explain things like you've got a penalty for this. They doesn't explain it. That's something that could be probably fed back to the developers, is to say, like, you know, why have we got a penalty?
We've just had a car run wide.
I'm sure the tyres are struggling a bit. But you've got a couple of minutes, just keep driving. Just don't crash into a wall. The car is feeling good apparently. Not great, but good. So hopefully moving in the right direction. 61% and 49%, Jesus. Never mind. Some work to be done in practice too.
The checkered flag is now out.
Was that a lock-up on the track?
Yeah, doesn't matter. After the practice session, it's fine. See, I think Piastri's got a penalty. No, it's not showing as penalty. Maybe I don't know. I'm confused. So a lot of work to be done on the setups. Right, so Vettel's in the car now. He went 32 laps on the soft tyre. That's quite a lot of laps actually. Okay. So okay, so these were bad. Try there and see what happens, I guess. I thought we were closer, but nope, miles away. Wow, they got even worse. Okay, so they need to go completely switcheroo. So bests were there. Be hopeful that's about right. How many laps was it? 30 something, wasn't it? 32. I put 33, that's fine. See how we get on, I guess.
Ready to check?
DRS. Let's see how we get on. Excuse me. It'd be fantastic if we can get both of these cars into the upper 90s. That'd be awesome. Vettel and Porsche at very similar times. I suppose Porsche has got the benefit of having had multiple laps under his belt, so that's probably why he's maybe so close to Vettel. Will keep getting faster and faster, while Porsche won't, but it's okay. And we tumble down the timing sheets. Because why wouldn't we? Be interested to know if anyone's in the chat, if they've got this, or would they get this, or is it something which is possibly something you hadn't thought about getting, but you might now, based on this playthrough. I'm happy to give you some, or talk to you about some of the stuff that I've sort of learned from this. You may have got better knowledge than I have, which I'm willing to listen to as well. So. So Porsche is now up to 51 track acclimatisation. He's happy with the parts, knows the parts 100%, so that's good news. Although when we get some new parts, which will be for the, should hopefully be for the next race, that will drop down based on the new parts we put on the car, but hopefully by the time we get to the race they'll have learned them again. So I don't know whether if you play as one of the better teams, who plays Ferrari or Red Bull, whether this would kind of be easier or whether it's harder because the expectations are higher.
What's your thoughts, Sebastian, on coming in or doing any more?
Car's good. All good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to leave him out on the basis I need him to do some laps. So I'm more willing to probably bring Porsche in.
How does it feel?
68%. Yeah, we're really not very happy with that. Because part of me thinks if you start as one of the better teams, then you start at the front of the grid, then it's easy to maintain. But then sometimes it's actually harder because you've got the only way you can go is down. So I don't know if that's the right way around to do that or not. But I'll have a look, I guess. Can't be far off, I really can't. 17 laps, let's get you on a 17 lap strategy then. Yes, I just need to leave Vettel out to do some laps because he needs track acclimatisation, so I'll leave him for a bit longer. Okay, so Porsche should be able to go back out again.
Let's have a look.
Well
so
done.
This was the Aston Martin.
That's
They've
good.
lost control, and there's the crash.
What a numpty.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Major damage to a component. Fan-blooming-tastic. Yeah, boy called you into the pits. So nice. There are certain bits of this game which are not particularly great. That's obviously an issue with the fact that it doesn't register the fact that you've already called him into the pits. Still haven't got the brake sensitivity right. While I'm here, I'll do that as well. Right, okay, so let's have a look. So, front wing's knackered, so we've got to replace the front wing. Replacement. Gearbox 49%, that's not great. I think I've replaced the part, not 100%. It wasn't very particularly clear, was it? Right, I'm going to bring Seb in and make some adjustments to his strategy as well, because otherwise I think he's not going to be progressing where I really need him to be. Right, okay. No idea if that's the best way of doing it. 9 laps. Another set. Yeah, I'll bung another set. 20 minutes left, but I've got 4 minutes, so we'll call it 20 laps, maybe 19. Gotta hope that this setup's going to be okay. I think you can get 5 feedback in 20 minutes, so hopefully both these two will get out and I'll be able to get good feedback for practice 3 from both of them. How do you run wide in your outlap?
Who's running wide there?
Oh, did I not change his tyres? Oh, that's fucking stupid. We're not going to get that. Definitely not going to get that from Porsche then. He's only got a couple of laps left on his tyres. I'll put on mega conserve and hopefully you can get 7 or 8 laps and that should wear off the time. I say hopefully. Yes, we know your tyres are dying. Someone should change your tyres, shouldn't they? So part of me doesn't want to put another set of tyres on for 4 minutes. Now I'll leave them in the pits and just I'll have to do. 4 minutes is not going to gain me too much anyway. Should have changed his tyres really. Slight oversight on my part. Every time it loads now, I'm worried it's going to crash. Ooh, I thought about it.
Here we are, back for another day of Formula One action, where practice wraps up and qualifying unfolds. Time and time again, we see just how little separates the drivers as they complete their qualifying laps. Those who have pushed that little bit harder during qualifying can be rewarded with a grid place that sets them apart from their competitors going into the race. You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, so we're into potentially a rain soak session in this particular one. I don't know what the weather is, so you can't see, I don't think, what the current weather is. Yeah, I don't think it tells you what the track's like at this present moment in time, which is a bit stupid, but anyway. What tyres shall I utilise? I think I was going to go hards, wasn't I? 'Cause I only want one set of hards. So 60 laps. Bloody hell. Definitely go out for a good stint on 60 laps. Right, so his setup's untested. Anything... So optimal and optimal... Aha! So basically my... It's only really the middle ground stuff that I need to amend then. Yeah, let's leave where I was. Do the same with you. Yeah, okay, it's not terrible. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so before I do anything, I'm going to have a double check and see what the forecast is going to be like for the track. It's not showing any rain, so that's something. Okay, so we can probably just get the cars out then.
Guys, any thoughts on setup options?
Car was great.
Copy.
Okay, 86. That's not bad. We're not done. That's not doing too bad now. I'm happy. I can cope with 86%. Again, I'd like to get another 10%, but I appreciate the fact that's not always a possibility. Come on, Porsche, get in there. Or Porsche. I'm going to say Porsche. I'm hoping he's going to get up to 90s something as well in a second. Just leave them run for a bit. It's taking ages to click over, isn't it? Yeah, still no sign of rain. So it's going to be in the thing. 85%. Okay, I'll let him run majority of this this run, and then we'll go from there. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not run, is it? Was it run? High speed runs, qualifying runs. I suppose it is referred to as a run, isn't it? But I need both drivers to kind of up their track acclimatization. Pourchaire's not doing too bad, 77%. Vettel at 51% though, has got a long way to go in this session. He needs to get up to at least 85%, which pretty much means he's going to have to just like run the car without really stopping, which is a bit of a shame. He's on 86%. I was hoping he was going to be a little bit higher than that, but can't be helped. Yeah, Porsche now up to 82. So I want to get these the cars to run through these track sessions, and then I will probably make some changes in a moment. Vettel up to 63%, so I'm happy now. He's getting through. Pourchaire's about to break 90%, so that's really fantastic. So actually I'm going to bring Pourchaire in, with 90%, that I think that's fair enough. He should hit 100 now, so I think we can afford to make some changes with him here. So it's traction which is the problem, apparently. I wonder if somewhere like that's good. So what we've got tyre wise now, we've got 46 laps. So 30 laps is probably about right actually. 28, because I think by the time we get out of those, he's not going to be able to do 28 laps. That's good then. Okay. Let's bring you in and we'll do some changes with you as well, Vettel, while you're here. There's some great optimization here. So basically, it's this I need to tweak really. It's got a bit of tyre camber, but I can't tweak that too much because it moves that too much, doesn't it? Not convinced that's going to work any better, but we'll have a look. So it should be the same again, roughly going to take 4 minutes, so 20 laps, something like that, 22 laps probably. Okay, Pourchaire back out again. And run him to the end of the session and pray. But I should see hopefully both of these get 5-star feedback, so I should know roughly where they are coming to qualifying. Again, I'm hoping 90 odd %, but it's a bit risky. And we need probably 22% more track kilometerization from Vettel here. So we need about 1% for every minute he's on track. Probably about right to get to 90%. He's probably going to push it, but fingers crossed. It's tracking a bit low by the look of it. I don't know whether if he goes any faster it does any better progression. We'll have a look. God, it eats fuel. Yeah, definitely not tracking you at that rate, so he's not going to get there. Should get to 80, I'm hoping. If not, not great. Yeah, so not a lot happening now. Go round and round in circles. So we've got 100% now for Pourchaire. So as long as his setup is better, we should be okay. He should get something like 13, 14, 15, kind of like bonus points. Vettel will break 80%, but that's still a little bit. We're not unsurprised by that fact.
How's the balance?
Yeah, you can tell that basically they haven't voiced Pourchaire, so basically you won't get his response basically. I think Vettel's will click over to 5. There we go.
Okay, and all the way to 0. All the way to 0.
Here we go. 91%.
What's your thoughts on coming in?
94. We've got 94 for Pourchaire. So I'm so close to having that as basically as bang on.
That was great.
Copy.
Okay, it's not fantastic, but that could be a damn sight worse, so that's okay. Yeah, if it was 95%, I'd get a even bigger boost. Ah, so we're starting on intermediate. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not going to play with the setups just because I don't want to fuck them up because it's parc fermé. So if I make any adjustments here, I can't correct them. You know, I can't go back on them. So it's really important.
Okay, 1, 2, loud and clear.
It's green now.
We'll get them out. The track's not dry, but at the same time, it's not going to be dry till right at the end of the session. So I may as well go out and get a banking lap out, and then just, yeah, we'll go from there. At least this way I'll get to see what my pace is in the wet compared to some of the others. There's a couple more on the out doing wet laps, so I mean, Vettel's stuck in traffic, I think. No, we're okay. Just behind Tsunoda. So our wet pace is terrible. That's okay, because I'm going to straight to softs because I'm going to go for a push right at the end when it dries out. Because basically looking at that, it'll dry off just in time for a flying lap right at the end of the session, is what my hope is. So we're looking at just over 2 minutes to send the cars out to make sure we don't miss the times. The rain has stopped on track, so it should start drying out. Timers are going to plummet because the track's drying. So you should see lots of people go out in a second. I'll send that Pourchaire first, I think. Try and leave it as late as we can. Hopefully we've got enough time to get around the circuit, that's the question. Okay, so we've got 20 seconds left.
And that's the lock-up!
I think we're on the straight, so we should be alright.
Look at that! They've run wide!
Snow's having an absolute mare, I think. Well, Vettel's got a nice bit of clear track in front of him by the look of it. So basically we need to get 118 roughly. Yeah, just over 118 would do. Coming to the final couple of corners. Don't think we're going to get 118. Ooh, 118.1. Ooh, did Vettel sneak in? Don't know. Let's have a look. Did we sneak Vettel through? I think Vettel has made it through into Q2, everybody. I think we have got a car into Q2. As long as it doesn't crash. That's fine. I'm happy Porsche's out. That's not a problem. That's great news for Vettel though. Vettel managed to sneak in, so that's really good news. I'm not going to make it into Q3, but that's fine.
Yeah, loud and clear.
This is going to be a banking lap just to get something, just to set something down. Hopefully they're not going to bring someone out just before I hit the straight, which is normally what happens. Nope, cool, I should have a clear run then. So this will be not a bad starting lap, just to see where I am. I'm not the quickest, I know Magnussen and stuff's going to go faster than me, obviously. But that's fine. 1.8 seconds behind Perez already. He did 1:15.9. So it goes to show how far back we actually are. We really are so far back. Right, so basically I have got one set of tyres I can use. I'm going to do another flying lap to hope for the best. I don't think I'm going to get the top 10, but if I can get into 12th, that would be not a bad start. Just outside the top 10, that would show at least the car has got some form of pace. But I'm not optimistic. I mean, basically I'm looking at trying to beat the Alphas and yeah, the ones left, probably the Alphas. So there's Zoo out there and Bottas, but Bottas I think is too good. But Zoo, I'm hoping I can pick to a point. So another about half a second I need to kind of make up here. I've got to think I've got to be the last car on the track. No, someone went out behind me, so I've still got someone behind me. Bottas and Zoo, so I've got both of the Alphas behind me. So we need green section first for the first section. No, it's gone amber, so I definitely don't think we're going to get anywhere on this one. Don't think we're going to improve. I could be down in 15th here because I would be honest, I'd expect Alonso to get a better lap time on this one. Did improve, but not a lot. Yeah, and I'm 15th, and everybody, we are 15th. It's fine. It's not a problem. I don't think we expected to do a fat lot more than that. So.
Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
Aston Martin were on target for qualifying. Now it's up to them to defy expectations for the race itself.
Yeah, it's worrying, isn't it? When that's our expectation, is to make it to 15.
To make a good start on the grid. Let's see if they can make it work for them. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Meanwhile, in the grandstands, the red wave is swelling. So let's find out who wins the day here at Imola.
Definitely not going to be us. So we were definitely talking about one stop. I'm thinking sort of this way around, but I tend to like going hards than mediums, I think, so I tend to do it that way around, because I prefer to be quicker at the end than at the start. I'm going to flip it round. So I'm going to do Vettel this way round. So I'm going to do hards, mediums. I don't see the benefit of a two-stop strategy. I really don't. Even if I absolutely hammer the tyres, I still don't think there's going to be enough pace in it. 21 seconds slower apparently for that. Even if I extend the soft period. 21 seconds, yeah, it's just not worth it. So one stop is definitely worth it, because the extra pit time is going to just waste, it's going to suck it out of you. And then, so what did I go? I went hards, mediums, didn't I? Do I go medium hards? And then go on the longest one for... Yeah, I think it's probably better to go hards, mediums for him, isn't it, really? So we'll go hards, mediums, and I'll do mediums, hards for Vettel, as he's a bit higher on the grid. We'll see if I can stretch it to that many laps, but I don't know, it'll be difficult, I think. But we shall see. Right, so we go full-blooded for the first few laps. See if you can make any places up off the start, basically. Okay, we're going in, guys. We are in.
I don't want to tempt fate, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid.
Didn't say it was going to rain.
And there's Sebastian Vettel. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. There's the second Aston Martin. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish.
Yeah, well,
the teams
stop
are
talking
ready
about podium
to go.
finishes. I mean, really, I've got no chance.
The crowd are on their feet in anticipation of this.
5
The
red
Emilia
lights.
Romagna
Go
Grand
out
Prix.
and let's go,
And it's lights
go.
out, and away we go.
Let's have a look and see if there's any. Is there any chance of rain? It's not showing as rain. Cloudy all the way through. It doesn't look like it is. So. Vettel's made
a
8th
new
place.
race
Now
position
he's
for
lost it, I
Haas.
think. Porsche back up again.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
It's a bit annoying when they both start like right behind each other. Because it's just like, right, okay, I don't want them to fight. If they're about 3 or 4 positions away from each other, you can kind of go, right, okay, that's fine, because they shouldn't be right on each other's tails. But when they're like this, you're like, okay, which way round do I go? I don't think I'm going to get them at the moment, so I thought if I lower it down a little bit, then hopefully for the next lap I might be able to use DRS that way. Schumacher's having a look at Porsche. I think he's on different tyres. Yeah, they're on softs. That's a really weird. They've gone on 2 softs, so they can't go wrong, surely. Well, I suppose they can, but they're very defensive on the hards later on in the race. I just don't want Porsche to be kind of closed up.
Lift and coast will help.
Copy.
Safe fuel, safe fuel.
There's only one DRS zone in this entire circuit, so
DRS enable.
it's only down this one straight. So I don't think we're going to get it on this particular lap. It's going to be on the next go round, basically. Porsche is on the threat from behind. I think he's probably just got enough. Yeah. It doesn't really matter on differences of strategies at the moment.
Use overtake.
Fuel's not great, but I think it will come back to me in a few laps. Yeah, I'm going to be in DRS train mode, I think, in a minute. Porsche is losing ground. Try and get him to sort of come up on the cars ahead, I think. Don't get too far behind Vettel because you'll lose the DRS, and I don't want you to do that. Yeah, losing ground on the cars ahead. He's only got the pace. There he goes, he's back into DRS mode now, that's good. Managed to close back down. Oh, did Paul Scher lose a place? No, he hasn't. It's a possibility, it's a distinct possibility though. Yeah, I think Vettel's not going to be in DRS now unless something miraculous happens. Oh, for feck's sake. That's Paul Scher spinning.
Did somebody spin out there?
Yellow ahead.
Fine, he's just going to have to keep going. He's in last, but just have to hope that he's going to do something wonderful. A long way to go still. Might still manage to do something. That's the problem with rookie drivers. They do often make mistakes. They have that in them. Yeah, Vettel's lost ground and the cars ahead. I just haven't got the pace to really be up with these guys, really. The Porsche might just about be alright to make it back into the pack. Yeah, just wait and see if he can kind of claw his way back up to the back of them. Try a couple of big laps, see if I can kind of get back up towards him a bit. Oh, someone else spun.
Oh, big lock up there.
There's a Gasly. There's Gasly.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Don't suspect there's any rain coming. No, it doesn't look like it. So
Energy's good.
so Schumacher's coming back into it a bit now. But I think they're on different tyres. They're definitely on different tyre strategy to me. So they are going to be. They should be quicker. They should be quicker than me. But they're going to have to pit a bit earlier. So they really need to be in front of me, pulling up a gap really to make this strategy work for them. So I still reckon 14th is on the cards here. I'm hoping I can get Porsche into 15th. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to get a point. But just for my own kind of personal kind of thing, I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to try and accomplish. So they're in DRS range. They're doing really well on tyres, to be fair. They're actually doing better than I hoped they would be, to be honest. It's okay, I'm happy enough. Yeah, I think they'll have an opportunity on the next lap. Can you hold him off? Don't know. Yes, just about. Okay, so Pourchaire's not really making much ground on the cars ahead of him, a bit disappointingly. It's going to be a long race. I think he'll have me this time.
AlphaTauri gained a place.
Suspect I'm going to be outside of DRS range again. Looks that way. Guess we've had some people pit, so I'm up to 12th at the moment. And Norris and Magnus have both pitted. It's difficult to know where you are and what's exactly happening at the moment, because obviously you're not seeing everything until everyone sort of drops out from the last pit stops, really. Porsche has moved up the field now. He's back up to 18th, but nowhere near where he really should be at this point. His tyre wear is not as good as the cars in front of him because of the spin. So I think he's going to struggle to keep on top of them, I think, this run.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
Tracking okay for the tyres though, I think, so we should be pretty much bang on the strategy for that. Yeah, and the reason I'm conserving is because my fuel range isn't looking all that fantastic. So I'm kind of keep just dropping it just so I can kind of get to a slightly better level. So Norris is a long way behind, so that's good. Norris is way behind me. Pourchaire's in a sort of decent place where he's in the middle of everyone as well. Norris on medium tyres already. I just don't know whether he's got the legs. I think he's doing a two-stop, you know. So that might help Vettel, to be honest. Sometimes if you get the strategy wrong, you can be in a lot of trouble. So I'm hoping Pourchaire can leapfrog the Williamses and that will get him up to 16th, and then it's just a case of whether Magnussen can fluff up really. Zoo in the Alpha's doing well. He's on hard tyres in 10th, so he'll go deep. So he should be quite well situated for some points here. So I don't think I'm anywhere near competing with them yet. Possibly the Alpha Tower is. Definitely want to beat the Hasses. That's the area to go for. It's the Hasses. So Pourchaire exactly the same. Gaining on the car in front of him. He is gaining on the Williams at the moment. He is gaining on them. So are their tyres going? No. Just seems to be very slow at the moment. As Vettel's sort of stuck in a sort of limbo land of doing nothing, I'm going to concentrate on this battle for a minute. Because I think this is probably more relevant to us, really. Because Pourchaire is gaining. Oh, and well, we got to see that. We got to see that live. Doing so well, and then
there's the crash. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too
I'm
badly.
contemplating retiring the car because I just don't think we're not going to get anything out of it anyway. So I'm going to retire the car. It's the first one I've ever done that. But I just don't see the point. He's going to lose too much time and the strategy is just not going to work. So we'll bring him in. We'll bring him in. We'll retire the car. Save some stuff for later on, so I hopefully won't get so many penalties. So hopefully I can gain further down the line. That's thoroughly disappointing. He was just gaining on them. He genuinely was just gaining on them, and then yeah, he did something really stupid and has knackered himself over. So yeah, disappointing. Looks like I might be able to push this a lap further back. Actually, no, let's not, because I think the tyres will go. We'll keep as we are. I think we're tracking quite well for this strategy to work. Lando isn't making much ground behind us, and like I said, he's on tyres which I don't think can go to the end. He's lost 15% in probably about 7 laps, so I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I think he's going to have to pit again. So yes, he'll be in front of us, but he will pit later and be out behind us. So I think we might have Lando, unless he can make 7 seconds back up fairly quickly in the next few laps, which I don't think he'll be able to. So I don't think we're doing too badly. Like I said, I don't think we're going to get anywhere a point, but I'm hoping, like I said, I just want to be above Magnussen. I mean, annoying, like I said, it's annoying Pourchaire's done what he's done. I'm hoping that we can get some more development points for him, and I can kind of, the lockups and stuff, I can kind of train out of him. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit, because like I said, nothing's really happening. So we'll go a little bit quicker just for the moment, so we can sort of skip this bit. Yeah, pit window, that's fine. So a few cars have pitted ahead of us. Norris is slowly closing in on us, but I'm not worrying about it. I'm happy enough with the gap we've got. I think it'll be about 4 seconds, 4.5, yeah, just under 4 seconds probably by the time we pit. So that's fine. He's going to have to pit again.
Box.
So you can see he's sort of closing in on us a bit. He's now down to probably 3 seconds by the time we pit, but even so, he's going to have to pit again. So he will be further behind us when we pit, would suspect. I could be wrong completely, but we'll find out. Where are we going to come out? Hoping ahead of the Haas. In that sort of
did
hash
someone run
sandwich.
wide there?
In a hash sandwich at the moment. Right, so let's have a look at it and see where we are in regards to the battle here. 2 seconds behind them. Right, Flory, you've got to catch up with these guys now. You need to utilise the tyres where you've got them. Right, that's cool. So let's. Right, can we get up to the car ahead?
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Got to try and get on the back of Schumacher here. Thought, who's overtaking me? And I realised. Got a couple of cars behind me who are who are lapping. Because I'm now being really vulnerable to the Williams behind me now. And Schumacher's got away from me. Vastly got away from me here. I'm still pretty sure he's going to have to pit, because I don't think his tyres are going to last that long. I can't really afford for the Williams to get in front of me here. Albon's not a bad driver though, Albon, so... I mean, Latifi's an absolute piece of garbage, but anyway. I've got to kind of hope that he sort of will back off and give me a bit more leeway in a minute, but not optimistic.
Loads of energy.
Yeah, copy.
Got loads of energy. No, I haven't. Keeping balls up as well. Need Albon to do it. Right, 3 seconds behind Schumacher. Right, I think I've got the legs on Albon now. Yeah, sort of. He's coming back on me under DRS, but outside of that, he's not not really challenge me for the rest of the lap. Of course, I'm not gaining anything on Schumacher at the moment. But he's going to have to. He's going to have to pit. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at who we think who might need to pit here. So Norris and Magnussen, I think. Tsunoda and Schumacher. Yeah, I think Ricciardo and Gasly are fine, but we could, depending on the timings, up to them. I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to tell me how far back they are, but what we got? So 11. Yeah, they have probably got a pit stop gap on me. They have probably got a pit stop gap on me up there. Looking at it, unfortunately. So they are probably going to come up behind me. But yeah, so I've oh, so Norris is in already. So I think, like I said, I think they're going to come out just ahead of me. There's a couple I might be able to pick here. Magnussen probably. Yep, Magnussen I've got. Haven't got Schumacher though. Yep, so 15th. Looking like a 15th again. Yeah, I honestly can't see much more in this race what I can do to sort of improve my lot. I can't magic anything out of thin air to get more pace or anything in the car. This is the situation that I'm in, unfortunately. I think I'm going to be drawn into a battle between myself and the Hasses behind me in a minute, because they're gaining on me into the DRS zone, so I think they're going to have DRS on me in a minute. Not looking helpful, is it? So 20 laps to go, and I've probably got zero pace, and I've got no strategy I can utilise here. Somebody letting him go past and using the getting the DRS behind him is probably going to be helpful for me, because it will mean I can hopefully save some fuel. But I think he's just going to disappear. Yeah, I genuinely think he's just going to disappear into the ether in a minute. Yeah, and having to be being overtaken by him has completely knackered me even further. Probably right up right up behind him, which is useful. Hopefully I can utilise DRS now to keep behind him, and then maybe I can do a last minute lunge at him towards the end of the race. Is my hope. I don't think it's going to be very feasible though, in all fairness. We'll speed up a bit and see if anything happens. Like I said, I really don't think it will. sort of stay behind him and utilise him as a sort of DRS buffer. I'm going to be overtaken again in a minute, which is not going to help. And luckily that overtake hasn't hindered me much, so that's good. Still right behind him, which is where I need to be. I was hoping to have more fuel at this point than I have, but it's okay, could be worse. I'm right behind Magnussen, so we're doing okay at the moment.
Car in the wall.
Copy.
Yellow exit of 6. Yellow exit of 6.
Okay.
Ooh, Bottas
Let's
crashed.
take a
Let's have a
closer
watch
look.
this.
Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
This is the same corner. Everyone's doing that.
That's it off, and a big off.
I'm noticing with this game there isn't a vast majority of different crashes. The crashes are all very. This is the crash graphic. We will continue to use the same crash graphic. I was going to say, surely he's going to have to pit at the very least. He's still going to get out ahead of us. Right, 9 laps to go.
I think we've had a car run wide.
Right, gives me a bit more gap behind me, which is great. I said, even with Porsche in the race, I don't think we would have gone so much further up the field. This is pretty much where we are. We need to get some improvement on the car because we need to start closing these gaps. I really need to be kind of in that 10th to 14th gap between, like, kind of trying to pick up points here and there is the goal. I think with a couple of upgrades we might get there. I genuinely think we might get there with a couple of upgrades. Okay, so we've got 5 laps left to go. So let's
I think someone's run wide.
let's watch where we are. I think I'm going to try and go for it with about 2 laps to go. See if I can pip into it. How are we looking tyres wise? He's got better tyres than I have, so I think it's going to be very difficult. At the end of this lap I'm going to go for it because that should be, I think, 2 laps left to go. So I just thought I'd have more fuel. I thought he would have saved more fuel than he has. Come on, Vettel, do something useful. I don't think you're going to, but don't think we've got the pace on him.
We've just had a crash on the track.
Ah, Latifi. No one used to him.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Copy.
The time battle. This is it. This is the moment.
So this is last lap. This is last lap.
Okay, copy.
That's it.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place. Let's see what happened there. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston
Yeah,
Martin.
you need to watch the entire thing. They need the replay needs to go back slightly further than that because it was done on the straight. Straight got me alongside him, and then it was just a case of utilising
Moving
the
up
time
a
to
place
go there.
there. Excellent.
I think we've probably got enough here to defend him off before the finish line.
And Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
Yeah, I didn't want to go too early. If I went the lap before to overtake him, the likelihood is he probably would have had DRS and come back at me, and I wouldn't have been able to defend it. So I figured I'd literally had to just do a last ditch lunge. So 14th. I think that's a 15th and a 14th for Vettel.
It was
Chuck it
a
out of the
pretty
car.
good performance today from Aston Martin's driver. Aston Martin had a good enough weekend, but there's still some margin for improvement here.
Yep, plenty for them to think about and strategize, and certainly a good enough result for now.
With the race wrapped up, the team is ranked in 9th in the constructor standings.
Coming up next,
Still need some
the
points.
teams will be taking a trip to the Sunshine State. The Hard Rock Stadium is laying down the track for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.
Not a track I'm familiar with in Miami. So let's have a look. So yeah, basically the bottom 3 still pointless. A couple of points and we can get above McLaren. I mean, I still reckon 8th is easy. Not easy, but doable, should I say? It's embarrassing when Piastri's got more points than Porsche has. Okay, so let's look at the news. The news. So it's going to tell me a great race. I don't agree, but anyway. Porsche has lower morale. I've noticed that Porsche has low morale, which will make it difficult for them to keep keeping the contract runs out. And the problem is rain not to get along with their race engineer. Most common causes of morale. I've provided this way to improve it. Hiring new staff members. Okay. Keeping them paired with me as the race engineer to build our affinity. Building our facilities. Offering a higher contract. Performing well on race weekends. Well, yeah, they just need to fucking drive then, doesn't he? I mean, the only thing I can really do is going to be looking at changing the race engineer. But you're one of my better race engineers. I don't think I've got any better really. I mean, 84. That's what I've got. I've got 84 and 80. So realistically, the only ones I've really got are going to be these guys, who are Ferrari, Mercedes, and Mercedes, and I've got a Red Bull and a Ferrari. So all in all, they're not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I could possibly look at these guys, but the buyout clause is going to be horrendous. You're not terrible. So yeah, I've got 70. Yeah, again, there's not much scope for improvement. I mean, I could possibly look at him from Haas maybe, but again, I still don't think it's worth I don't think it's worth the time and effort. Let's have a look, see how we're doing. Tyre changes, I think I need to look at. See, I don't know how you can improve these any. Let's have a look at facilities, staff facilities. Team hub improves morale, so that might be worth it. How much is that? 2 million. Yeah. Okay, improve morale. Scouting department's fine. How much is that going to be? 2 million as well. Pretty too expensive. That's not actually really that expensive. We'll have improvement on that. Team attractive morale. That's memorabilia room. 500,000. There we go. That'll do. So what's that? How much is that? Weekly income goes up by 4 grand. So 4 times 52 is 200,000. It's got. Yeah, go on then. Got the money, why not? So that's what I want, design centre, so you can do more. But 11 million, I haven't got 11 million for it at the moment. So scouting is complete on somebody. So there you go. Some of the things, the aerodynamic testing comes back. The racing simulator has been upgraded. I think it's okay. Yeah, don't want to upgrade chassis number 1. That's just not pointless. Yeah, you should both have that one, shouldn't you? Oh, maybe you haven't then. So I have only got 2 of those, but do I want to get any more? Yeah, it's already being developed, so that's fine. Ignore that then, that's not a problem. Race simulator upgrade, great. And like I said, I'm not that bothered about. So there's no point in doing the worrying about that chassis because I've only got. I want to run the new one. Okay, so that's upgraded. satisfied with my level of work. Car development, yeah, not great. Look at how bad that car is. Okay, so we should have some new stuff coming in. Okay, I'll have a look at this in a minute. And I've now got some more development stuff, so I wonder if I can do any more development. I don't think I can at the moment. Oh yes, I can actually. Do I want to look at this season rather than next season? Yeah, I'm gonna concentrate on this for a little bit longer. I haven't done anything for the rear wing yet, so let's have a look at some rear wing stuff. I'm gonna try and get 3 things done in a month, I think. Okay, so that looks quite good. Just going to skip through a couple of stages. So I've got 4 engineers. So what's that? Yes, okay. I'll do 3 engineers. 42 days. So 42 days, and it renews in 56. I've got some scope. Whether or not I want to go mad or not, I need to in so many areas. I mean, it's just so diabolically awful. So this needs some serious work. It's going to take me 57 days. So it's going to be, again, it's going to come in just after the next one's finished. Unless I might have to rush it, I think. 38 days. And then go completely nuttily mad. $47 days, and hope that leaps me up the field a little bit. I think that's all I can do. Hope for the best. Okay, well that's going to be the end of the stream for today, guys. Not going to lie, probably a little bit underwhelming in regards to our progress. I was hoping to achieve a bit more. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. So we'll see. We will work out how it goes in the future. But thank you very much for being part of the stream. I have appreciated you being with me. I will be back again, hopefully again soon. But if not, please drop in on the people that have been in the stream chat today. So you've got Dazed is Confused, which is Dazed_is_confused. He's a great streamer. You've all got Beardhausen, which is BEARDHAUSEN, great friend of the stream. We've got Bob the Random, which is basically all one word, just as it sounds. So yeah, please drop in and say hello to those folks. But other than that, thank you very much for being part of the stream, and I will catch you all really soon.